fast motorcycle. Looks like the 350's coming out. What we're going to do this excuse me. What we're going to do this afternoon, for the first time, is we're not going to give you the result of race 1 at the end of race 1, but at the end of race 2. The idea of making the racing a bit smoother, and we'll be able to get the results across quicker. There is a bit of a delay while we work out the result, and hopefully that delay will be removed, and we will give the result of race 1 after race 2 and carry on through the day. The result I will give you will not be for the race that you've seen, but the race before. If this doesn't succeed, we will not do it again, but we'll try anything once. 350's on the line then, under starter's orders, and away they go. Very grassy down there on that start line, and very grassy all over the circuit at the moment, and sure to make things a little bit slippery early on. But it's Alan Harmer and Nicholas Irwin, they're going to the lead with David Mears in hot pursuit in third place. Then Keith Potts, a very slow start in Keith Potts, but he's well through into third past David Mears and challenging for second. He goes through into second ahead of Alan Harmer. All very close together as Keith Potts comes straight through on the inside, flat out and on his way after a slow start. Fourth into the first corner, and within one lap he's out in front and pulling yards on the rest of the field. Misfire there for Phil Buckley, his arm up in the air, and bad luck for him. Meanwhile, out in front is 175. 150cc Godden, and really flying ahead of Nick Irwin on an ABC, and then Alan Harmer on a Java, and then David Mears, Nick White, and Tim Mount on the trusted BSA. And it looks like that second place is going to go to Alan Harmer as Alan Harmer comes up the inside. But Keith Potts is well on his way. Taking the last lap flag from Alan Harmer in second place. Then Nick Irwin and David Mears. Well, barring a mechanical failure, I can't see anything stopping Keith Potts now. There's one more turn to go. There goes the checkered flag. The first one goes to Keith Potts. Second place to Alan Harmer. Third, Nick Irwin. Fourth, 139, David Mears. And then Nick White. A little gap back then to number 17, Tim Mount. Race 2 then coming to the line, race 2 coming to the line, and .350's on the line then for race 2. Another strong line up here with Mitchell Godden and Jonathan Duke, but they're underway. Nice even break off that Tapes, and down they come towards the first turn. It's Arthur Livings that goes into the lead from Jonathan Duke in second place, then Paul Stuybrits. Paul Stuybrits going back a few places there on the first turn, took a bit of a wide line. Jonathan Duke then goes into the lead from Arthur Livings in second place. Going hard on the back wheel of Arthur Livings. Trying everything he knows to come by and make a gap on the inside. It's Jonathan Duke that leads from 167, Mark Seabright, then Arthur Livings on the Voltaco, then Mitchell Godden, Paul Stuybrits and Alan Dan. Well, Jonathan Duke getting back in the swing of it. He only had about half a season last year. Mark Seabright challenging hard in second place, really trying to find some grip on that grass. Coming up on the inside of Jonathan Duke now. Jonathan Duke leads from Mark Seabright in second place. Mark Seabright going for the inside again on that top turn. Goes along the inside of Jonathan Duke and takes the lead. And it's Mark Seabright from Jonathan Duke, and then Arthur Livings, Mitchell Godden. Mark Seabright, another nice tight line around that turn, and flat out comes Mark Seabright. That's the last lap flag from Jonathan Duke in second place. Then Arthur Livings and Mitchell Godden. Side by side, Mitchell Godden trying his hardest, just goes round the outside there of Arthur Livings on that top turn. And Paul Seabright and Alan Dan bringing up the rear. Change of flags and the last checkered flag now comes out. Mark Seabright is going to be the victor. Number 167, Mark Seabright from 25, Jonathan Duke. And a wide slide in number 9, Mitchell Godden from 71, Arthur Livings. Then Paul Stuybrits on the 350cc GM. And number 120, Alan Dan bringing up the rear. Right, the official result now of race 1. Don't put it in the wrong place, this is race 1. You'll get the hang of it, so will I. Race 1, a win for number 175, Keith Potts, second place, 332. Nick Irwin, third place, 139. David Mears, fourth place, number 96. Nick White. Fifth place, number 17, Tim Mount. Sixth place, number 333, Simon Irwin. And in seventh place, number 37, Michael Peters. Winner's time there was 1 minute 44.10. Only 7 finishers. That's 175, 332, 139, 96, 17, 333 and 37. Winner's time 1 minute 44.10. Number 121 Alan Harmer excluded for going over the flags. Number 121 Alan Harmer excluded for riding outside of the flags. Looking towards now race 3, the first outing this afternoon off the left-hand sidecars. We get Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaun, John Fish and Gary Moore, Luke Patchell and Julian Browning. Billy Penfold, I'm not sure who's with Billy this afternoon, let's check that one out. Billy Penfold and Carl Bell. 174, Duncan Fish and Clive Holland. Number 68, Chris Berwick and Ken Jarvis. And number 251, John Arnott and Russell Steele. That's the lineup for race number 3. Looking in for left-hand sidecars. Coming out of the box now, I can see John Fish and Gary Moore. So the left-hander's coming into line then.
I don't know what's happening.
Riders coming in to starters orders then. Tapes away and they're off. On their way to the first turn. Lots of grass down there, a bit slow off the start line. John Fish and Gary Moore on the Yamaha X-Up heading towards the first turn first, with Luke Patchell and Julian Brown in hot pursuit in second place, and then Billy Penfold, or rather Bill Penfold, sorry, and Nigel Shaw in third place at the moment. Luke Patchell and Julian Brown trying their hardest to go right around the outside of John Fish and Gary Moore, but a little bit too wide and couldn't quite do it. John Fish and Gary Moore, ex-British champion, in the lead. Baxter and Julian Browning on a very tight line there, right behind them, and Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw holding a good third after a slow start. Chris Berwick and Ken Jarvis then in fourth place. Then the lead being challenged again by Luke Patchell and Julian Browning, who this time go right by on the inside. Luke Patchell and Julian Browning then taking up the lead from John Fish and Gary Moore there in second place. Then Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw charging around, trying to go around the outside of that ex-British champion. It's Luke Patchell and Julian Brown in those Larry Buhari crash helmets at half distance. Clear now of John Fish and Gary Moore, and Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw breathing down the necks of John Fish. Into that pitch turn again, a little bit of dust when they cross the old circuit. The track in ever such good position here at Stelling Minnis, and the sun's shining. Last lap flag goes for Luke Paschal and Julian Brown in from John Fish and Gary Moore. Then Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw still pushing hard, even harder as they come round that turn. They're trying to go past John Fish and Gary Moore, but can they get there? Only half a lap to do it. It's going to be this time round or nothing at all. Well clear though on the Norwich racing equipment is Luke Paschal and Julian Brown in taking their checkered flag. The first win of the afternoon for them. John Fish and Gary Moore take second. Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw take third. Chris Berwick and Ken Jarvis there in fourth. Then Duncan Fish and Clive Holland. John Arnott and Russell Steele. And then Billy Penfold, Carly Bell. Now for the official result of race 2. Again, not the race you've just seen, but race 2, the other 350cc race, and a win there for number 167, Mark Seabright. In second place, number 25, Jonathan Duke. Third place, number 9, Godden. Fourth place, number 71, Arthur Livings. Fifth place, number 24, Paul Stuybrets. Sixth place, number 20, Alan Dan. No other finishers. The winner's time there, 1 minute 43.79. From the top, 167, 25, 9, 71, 24 and 20. Winner's time, 1 minute 43.79. Left-handers coming into the line again, and in this one non-starter, number 217, Philip and Richard Davis. Philip and Richard Davis, non-starters, in race 4. Hey! Right, and I riders up to races 5, 6, 7 and 8. Off the line they go. Down the first straight then, and 129, Lenny Borer goes into the lead with Julian Wood in the chair. Then Graham Hilton and Colin Goodwin in second place. All very wide for Lenny Borer, and allows Graham Hilton to come right through on the inside there down that back straight. So he goes into the lead. Graham Hilton and Colin Goodwin on their 1000cc B-twin Godden. Look at the three of them outfits coming round there, all side by side, but Graham Hilton's pulled a big advantage on that turn. Lenny Borer and Julian Wood in second place. Then Barry Gear and Dave Hollands. Then Tommy Penfold and Kev Bovis. Then Dominic Doyle and Peter Taylor bringing up the rear. Well, look at Lenny Borer chasing after Graham Hilton down that back straight there. He really means business here this afternoon. If I remember serves me correct, he won the scintillating 600 meeting here earlier this season, and he's really pushing Graham Hilton to the limit as they come round that turn. It's Graham Hilton and Colin Goodwin that lead from Lenny Borer. Then Julian Wood in second. Then Tommy Penfold and Kev Bovis. Then Barry Gear and Dave Hollands. And then Dominic Doyle and Peter Taylor. Well, Graham Hilton holding a very tight line down there, and it's finished neck and neck stuff with Lenny Borer. 1000 B-twin Godden holding off the challenge of the X-Up at the moment, but the X-Up's gone right round the outside this time. Can it be enough to hold on? Lenny Borer looks like he's going to take the last lap flag this time. It is indeed Lenny Borer that leads from Graham Hilton in second, and then Tommy Penfold with Kev Bovis in third. I'm not sure whether Kev Bovis has done any left-hand passenger in before or not. He's normally been on right-handers or solos, but now he's on a left-hand sidecar, and he's doing his damnedest. Graham Hilton now looks very much threatened to lose his second place on this, the last turn. Second flag being made ready then for Lenny Borer and Julian Wood. They come across the line first. Tommy Penfold and Kev Bovis there in second place, and then Graham Hilton and Colin Goodwin in third. Dominic Doyle robs home for fourth. Barry Gear and Dave Hollands in fifth. Well, now the official result of race 3. Again, not the race you've just seen. I don't want anybody swearing at me later and say you maybe put that in the wrong place. This is the race 3 result. A win there for 808, Luke Patchell and Julian Browning. In second place, number 173, John Fish and Gary Moore. In third place, number 2, Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw. In fourth place, number 68, Chris Berwick and Ken Jarvis. Fifth place, number 174, Duncan Fish and Clive Holland. Sixth place, number 251, John Arnott and Russell Steele. And in seventh place, number 23, Billy Penfold and Carly Bell. Winner's time, 1 minute 55.39. From the top, race 3, 808, 173, 2, 68, 174, 251 and 23. Winner's time, 1 minute 55.39. 250cc solos coming onto the line then. And away they go then. Getting a little bit tangled off that line there. Lots of grass down there still. That'll come off as the day goes on. It's 180. Richard Sims that goes into the lead from Arthur Livings there in second place, and then Colin Osborne in third. And Arthur Livings certainly likes these tracks with a bit of grass on them. He seems to pick up the right amount of drive, whereas the others are a bit too much throttle and wheel spin. Arthur Livings then challenging for the lead as he comes up alongside Richard Sims. He's going to go a long way round, right round the outside. Can he hold on to it? Tightens up out of that turn quite nicely and takes the lead. It's Arthur Livings from Richard Sims, then Colin Osborne and Shaun Neal, and then Roy Gomm and Martin Hollingsby, an additional runner in this race, taking the place of Brian Cornelius. Then Martin Peters, then Nigel Field bringing up the rear. Meanwhile, Arthur Livings is just absolute dynamite here this afternoon on this 250, and he leads race 5 out of that mid curve. 71, those familiar green leathers of Arthur Livings on his trusted bull taco from 180, Richard Sims, and then 36, Roy Gomm, Shaun Neal and Colin Osborne, Martin Hollingsby, Michael Peters and Nigel Field. Well, the positions remaining mostly unchanged, and Shaun Neal getting all sorts of problems there out of that turn. A little bit too much throttle on this grass, getting a lot of people into trouble, but Arthur Livings, no trouble at all. Taking the last lap flag, almost a full straight ahead now of Richard Sims. From Roy Gomm, Shaun Neal, Colin Osborne, Martin Hollingsby, Michael Peters, and bringing up the rear there, Nigel Field. Well, I don't know what Arthur Livings has done, but whatever he's had, I want two of them. Blimey, look at this man go. Checkered flag for Arthur Livings. Second place to number 180, Richard Sims. Then Shaun Neal, Roy Gomm, Colin Osborne, Martin Hollingsby, Michael Peters, and running in at the back there, number 100, Nick Field. Programme, a win there for 129, Lenny Borer and Julian Wood. In second place, number 24, Tommy Penfold and Kev Bovis. Third place, number 151, Graham Hilton and Colin Goodwin. Fourth place, number 19, Dominic Doyle and Peter Taylor. And in fifth place, number 307, Barry Gear and Dave Hollands. No other finishes. The winner's time, 1 minute 57.92. From the top, 129, 24, 151, 19 and 307. 1 minute 57.92. Oh, no wonder Arthur Livings is going so well. Number 71 this afternoon on the 250 and the 350. Just been passed a little note here. Happy birthday, Arthur. 47 today. You youngsters want to be ashamed of yourselves. Fancy letting that man beat you. I suppose you'll come up and tell me it was a fix now and you let him win because it's his birthday or something stupid. Well done, Arthur, and happy birthday. Congratulations from us all. I'm looking forward. Race number 6 then, the other half of the 250cc solos here this afternoon. And they're all coming to line. For those of you who may not know and may not have been before, look into the programme and you'll see, like, we have number 20, Alan Dan, and then in brackets number 8. That number is the start grid position. Start grid position that each rider must go to, and everybody's got one, and that's the position they have to start from. It makes the meetings run a bit smoother, stops people fighting for positions on the line. Everybody wants the deepest rut and everybody wants the best start and the best line into the first corner, but these numbers are drawn out of a hat, and that is where they have to go on the start line. But he's got that thing going. Terry Giles though, Yogi coming right round the outside there. Wogie Giles challenging hard with Bill Sims. Bill Sims holds a slender advantage, but it's really neck and neck down that back straight. Richard Sims, Bill Sims again, holding on to the advantage. There goes Wogie Giles right round the outside. Will he have enough steam to do it? Looks like he's got it this time. It's Wogie Giles in the lead from Bill Sims, from Adrian Phipps and Matthew Street. Then Graham Legg. Then Gordon Pennings. Around by the next turn there, Wogie Giles got the bit between his teeth and he's pulling clear of Bill Sims in second place. And another dice there for third between Matthew Street and Adrian Phipps. And then Graham Legg. Gordon Pennings, Tim Taylor and Alan Dan all crossing the line there together. And then number 77, that's Neil Martin, and 181, John Gibbons, bringing up the rear. Oh, the checkered flag ready, all ready, as they say. Number 300, Wogie Giles gets his first in the afternoon. From Bill Sims in second, Matthew Street in third, then Adrian Phipps. A little bit of a gap back to Graham Legg. Did you see he's up and okay? He took a nasty tumble last weekend at the Tritton meeting. Then Tim Taylor, Alan Dan, Gordon Pennings, Neil Martin and John Gibbons. Now the official result of race 5. The official result of race 5. A win there for birthday boy, number 71, 47 years young today, Arthur Living. In second place was number 180, Richard Sims. Third place, number 5, Shaun Neal. Fourth place, number 36, Roy Golf. Fifth place, number 46, Colin Osborne. Sixth place, number 27, Martin Collingsby, additional runner. And in 7th place, number 37, Michael Peters. And in 8th place, number 100, Nick Field. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 47.64. From the top, 71, 180, 5, 36, 46, 27, 37 and 100. Winner's time 1 minute 47.64. Looking now for the 500cc solos, and additional runner in race 7 is number 215, Steve Wilson, going off grid number 5. Number 215, Steve Wilson, going off grid number 5. 500cc solos on the line there. Unfortunately, this class this afternoon will be without Trevor Banks, but impressive lineup nonetheless. We've got Stuart Dempsey, Scott Swain, David Homan, Phil Buckley, Jason Hilliard, Ben Howe, James Cawtheray, Dean Norton, Kelvin Tatum, Steve Higgins and Robin Pilcher. Away they go then, and it's that number 52, Kelvin Tatum, that goes into the lead, and he's really motoring here this afternoon. Kelvin Tatum, a quick look over his shoulder to see where the opposition is, but there's not a lot. Kelvin Tatum then getting to practice for the Masters next Monday. And it's Kelvin Tatum that leads. Steve Wilson there in 2nd place, then Ben Howe in 3rd. No problems for that number 52. He is absolutely dynamite on that GM this afternoon. It's Kelvin Tatum from Steve Wilson and Ben Howe, and then Scott Swain, then Jason Hilliard. Just look at the style there of Kelvin Tatum. Absolutely dynamite this afternoon. Another bit over his shoulder to see where the opposition is as he takes the last lap flag. Kelvin Tatum then lapping the tail enders. Steve Wilson still 2nd, Ben Howe pushing hard in 3rd, then Jason Hilliard in 4th, then James Cawtheray, Robin Pilcher, Stuart Dempsey, Dean Norton. Not too sure where he was, but one was missing. 52, Kelvin Tatum takes the win from 215, Steve Wilson, then 87, Ben Howe, 47, Jason Hilliard, 169, James Cawtheray, and then 116, S. Higgins. Well, can anybody stop that man? He was absolutely dynamite there. The official result of race 6, again, not the race you've just seen, but race 6, and that was a win for number 300, Terry Giles. 2nd place, number 118, Bill Sims. 3rd place, number 741, Matthew Street. 4th place, number 176, Adrian Phipps. 5th place, number 321, Brian Legg. 6th place, number 111, Tim Taylor. 7th place, number 20, Alan Dan. 8th place, number 119, Gordon Pennings. 9th place, number 77, Neil Martin. And in 10th place, number 181, John Gibbons. No other finishers. The winner's time, 1 minute 45.38. From the top, 300, 118, 741 176 321 111 20 119 77 and 181. Winner's time 1 minute 45.38. Tatum, Keith Drury, Vince Kinchin, Chris Dodd, Mike Webster, Andy Cullen, Steve Bicknell, Martin Drury, Jason Jennett and Kevin Buck. That's the lineup for race 8. Sorry, number 16 is Stuart Bicknell. Stuart Bicknell, number 16. Coming under starters orders then. The tape goes and away they go and flat out towards the first turn. Still lots of grass down there and the bike's slewing a bit sideways here and there, but it's 150. Neville Tatum, brother to Kelvin, who won that previous race. He's gone flying straight into the lead. It's Vince Kinchin in second place, and you can buy the bike that he's riding here this afternoon. And I can guarantee you that bike is winning races. And there he holds a good second to Neville Tatum here this afternoon. So it's Neville Tatum from Vince Kinchin with Chris Tritton coming up alongside. Then Brian Woodcock and Kevin Buck. Must admit, I thought Kevin Buck would be closer to the front than that, but he'll probably work his way up as the race continues. And Colin there bringing up the rear. Neville Tatum looking almost as his brother. Just a little bit over his shoulder to see where the opposition is. And got that machine really flying this afternoon. From Vince Kinchin in second place. Then Chris Tritton still holding third, then Kevin Buck in fourth, then Brian Woodcock. With Martin Hollisby, an additional runner there, riding number 27. 150 then, Neville Tatum, just one lap from here, his first victory of the afternoon. It'll be interesting to compare his time with brother Kelvin's at the end of the race. Comes in out of that last turn. 150 wins from number 8, Vincent Kinchin in second place. Then number 3, Chris Tritton on third. Kevin Buck there in fourth. And a foreign rider down there. Brian Woodcock crosses the line for race distance, followed by Chris Dodd. Then Keith Drury. And Stuart Bicknell. And Martin Hollisby drops it as he goes onto the centre green. Race 7 then, ladies and gentlemen. Race 7 was a fine win there for number 52, Kelvin Tatum. In second place was number 215, Steve Wilson. Third place, number 47, Jason Hilliard. Fourth place, 169, James Cawtheray. Fifth place, number 174, Robin Pilcher. Sixth place, number 21, Stuart Dempsey. Seventh place, 971, Dean Norton. Eighth place, number 117, David Homan. Ninth place, number 116, Steve Higgins. No other finishers. The winner's time there, 1 minute 31.84. From the top, 52, 215. 47, 169, 174, 21, 971, 117, 116. Winner's time 1 minute 31.84. First outing of the right-hand sidecars this afternoon. This is the first outing for the right-hand sidecars, and we get number 8. And that's Bob Heath with Barry Knight in the chair. 88, Mike Baxter with Steve Bassett. 24, Rob Wilson and Vince Jones. Unfortunately, 112, Trevor Colvin is a non-starter. Passenger problems for Trevor, and his place then being taken by number 69, Shaun Pittock and Ian Rowen. Shaun Pittock and Ian Rowen go in place of number 112, Trevor Colvin, and they'll go off gate number 5. Number 34, Penny Hook and Jane McLaren, the all-girl crew, better known as Lady Penelope and Tintin, and in that race also 1, 2, 3, Dave Penfold, and riding with Dave this afternoon is Justin Peach. So that's your line up for race 9, across there on the line now. So who will it be in this one? Come all into the line. Under starters orders, and they're away. A lot of grass over there on that line, isn't there? Very grass off the line, and the all-girl crew away in third. We're dropping back to fourth as we go into the first turn. Flat out, around they come then. It's number 88, Mike Baxter and Steve Bassett to hold on to the lead from Rob Wilson and Vince Jones, then Dave Penfold and Justin Peach. Bob Heath and Barry Knight, then Shaun Pittock and Ian Rowen, Penny Hook and Jane McLaren. I think they're expecting a little bit more grass on those corners. I think we'll find they'll pick up after this match. Sliding a little bit on the wide side is 88, Mike Baxter and Steve Bassett, then number 24, Rob Wilson and Vince Jones, then Dave Penfold and Justin Peach. Well, they're getting very close there. Around that top turn. It's 88, Mike Baxter and Steve Bassett holding on to the lead with Rob Wilson coming right up on the inside. Not quite enough to do it though. Bob Heath, then Dave Penfold, and then Shaun Pittock. Looking up the rear, shaking their heads a little bit. Something not quite right there, I think. You have a round the top turn they come then, the checkered flag in their sights, and win for number 88, Mike Baxter and Steve Bassett, from 24, Rob Wilson and Vince Jones. Then Barry Knight, Bob Heath and Barry Knight, Shaun Pittock and Ian Rowen, Dave Penfold and Justin Peach, Penny Hook and Jane McLaren bringing up the rear. Official result of race number 8, official result of race number 8, a win. Race 8, the official result, a win for 150, Neville Tatum. In second place, number 8, Vincent Kinchin. Third place, number 3, Chris Tritton. Fourth place, 327, Kevin Buck. Fifth place, number 22, Brian Woodcock. Sixth place, number 62, Chris Dodd. Seventh place, number 212, Keith Drury. Eighth place, number 16, Stuart Bicknell. Ninth place, 161, Mike Webster. And in 10th place, number 27, Martin Hollingsby. The winner's time there, 1 minute 35.83. Race 8 again, 150, 8, 3, 327, 22, 62, 212, 16, 161 and 27. Winner's time 1 minute 35.83. Alteration to race 7. Alteration to race 7. A win there for number 52. Second place 215. In third place it was 87. In fourth place it was number 47. In fifth place number 169. Sorry, fifth place 169. Sixth place 174. Seventh place number 21. Eighth place 971. Ninth place 117. And 10th place 116. Winner's time the same, 131.84. Ben Howe being missed out of the results there. And he goes in third place. So my number only, 52, 215, 87, 47, 169, 174, 21, 971, 117 and 116. Right-handers underway again there, and coming out of that first turn, the bright yellow leathers of number 13, John Halsey, and not sure who's in the passenger seat there this afternoon. A quick check in the jolly old programme is actually Tony Miles. Tony Miles then. In that top turn, he had a very good scintillator 600 metre here, and my memory serves me correct, he finished second in the final to Russelling, and he's really chasing his way round here this afternoon. 25, Rob Wilson Jr. Only another we have in the programme, not sure who that is in the hot seat there. John Halsey and Tony Miles then in the lead from Rob Wilson Jr. and another, then Dave Steer and Andy Orchard. Rob Wilson, no, not Rob Wilson. 32, and Colin and Darren Bartholomew and Matthew Dix bringing up the rear. Round that turn they come then, and the checkered flag goes, a win for number 13, John Halsey and Tony Miles. These right-hand sidecars certainly getting in the groove early this afternoon. The official result now of race 9, again not the race you've just seen, but race 9 in your programme, was a win for number 88, Mike Baxter. Steve Bassett in second place, 24, Rob Wilson and Vince Jones. Third place, number 8 of Heath and Barry Knight. Fourth place, number 69, Shaun Pittock and Rowen. Fifth place, 1, 2, 3, Dave Penfold and Justin Peach. And in sixth place, number 34, Penny Hook and Shane McLaren. Winner's time, 1 minute 33.67. From the top, 88, 24, 8, 69, 1, 2, 3, 34. 1 minute 33.67. Richard Jenner and Nick Walters getting in a bit of late practice. I did see them arrive after practice and only just in time for the start of racing. By the time they got scrutineered, leathers on and things, no time for practice. Must do a minimum 2 laps to qualify, and Richard Jenner has done just that. Richard Jenner and Nick Walters getting in 2 minutes, 2 laps practice, and now he's got to come straight out in race 11 off grid number 1. Unfortunately, number 33, Bob Mills, has withdrawn from the meeting. Number 33, Bob Mills, and his place now being taken by number 2, Paul Randall and Paul Baseby. Number 2, Paul Randall and Paul Baseby, right in place of number 33, Bob Mills, off grid number 6 in race 11. Race 11 on the line then. Under starters orders. Number 2, Paul Randall and Paul Baseby, winners first time out last week at Penfold. 87, Richard Jenner and Nick Walters, the latecomers. 55, Jerry Adams and Adam Cowper-Smith. 94, Eric Colvin, and riding with Eric this afternoon is Andrew Colvin. 77, Bill Beecham with Rick Colvin in the chair. 77 is Rick Colvin in the sidecar there. And then number 191, Steve Heath and Steve Wright. That's your lineup for race 11. Problems there getting somebody on the line. And it's like Bill Beecham and Rick Colvin that go into the lead. Rick Colvin, a fine driver in his own right and a good passenger as well. But that's number 2, Paul Randall and Paul Baseby that leap through the inside and go into the lead after their fairy tale win last weekend at Tritton. They're out in front here again. Something to say about Rick Colvin was that last year he passengered his, well, I've forgotten which way around it is now, Neville I think, Trevor, and they won the South Eastern Centre Championship. So a fully qualified driver and fully qualified passenger, Rick Colvin. Meanwhile, Paul Randall and Paul Baseby, the fairy tale lives on. They're out in front. Steve Wright coming up very close on the back of wheel of Bill Beecham and Rick Colvin there now. Flat out of that turn, and it's number 2, Paul Randall and Paul Baseby, the 2 Pauls on their last lap. And look at the battle there for second place as Bill Beecham goes wide. Steve Heath and Steve Wright trying to get through on the inside. Rick Colvin steering that outfit from the back. A little bit wide and allowed Steve Heath and Steve Wright through on the inside. But it's Paul Randall and Paul Baseby every inch of the way out of this top turn. The checkered flag will be theirs. Paul Randall and Paul Baseby win. 191, Steve Heath and Steve Wright in second place. Bill Beecham and Rick Colvin then in third. And Jerry Adams, Shaun Pittock in fourth. No other finishers. Results with you shortly. Jerry Adams and not Shaun Pittock. That was quick speed of the tongue there. Adam Cowper-Smith. Jerry Adams and Adam Cowper-Smith. Not Shaun Pittock. Shaun Pittock was his passenger last year and for many seasons. Shaun Pittock is out in his own right this afternoon, driving outfit number 69 with Ian Rowen in the sidecar. Now the official result of race 10. The official result of race 10 was a win for number 13, John Halsey and Tony Miles. Second was number 25, Rob Wilson, Junior and A.N. Other. In third place was number 17, Dave Steer and Andy Orchard. Fourth place was number 32, Kevin Simmons and Mark Langmaid. Fifth place was number 3, Colin Hutton and Tony Baseby. Sixth place, number 28, Darren Bartholomew and Matthew Dix. Winner's time, 1 minute 32.30. By number only, 13, 25, 17, 32, 3, 28. Winner's time, 1 minute 32.30. Over the page then for race number 12, and it's the turn this time for the 500cc solos. Oh, race 12 then. Race 12 then coming to the line, and this time the first ride's for Adrian Harden, Tim Maynard, Mark Seabright, Hart Cook, Ricky Sanford, Paul Hurry, John Murray, Nicholas Irwin, Steve Jeffrey, Steve North, Justin Shaw, and an additional runner, number 39, Robert Ledwith. It's Ricky Sanford that makes the gate. Paul Hurry in close attendance in second place, and Mark Seabright in third. Top line-up so for 500cc solos here this afternoon. A lot of them out practicing for the Masters next weekend. Ricky Sanford holding off. A strong challenge from Paul Hurry with Mark Seabright. Then Justin Shaw and Robert Ledwith side by side. Robert Ledwith does his speedway up there at Arena Essex. and a very quick man on two wheels. He's up into fourth place now. And he's really locked up sideways and going places. Ricky Sanford ends up a little bit wide on the grass, but it's 86. Paul Hurry that leads, then Ricky Sanford, then Mark Seabright, Robert Ledwith, Justin Shaw, Steve North, Steve Jeffrey, Adrian Hart. Look at this man coming around here. Number 86, Paul Hurry in full flight, just one lap from his first win of the afternoon from Ricky Sanford and Mark Seabright, and then Robert Ledwith. Be interesting to see Paul's time against that of Kelvin and Neville Tatum. Last that flag is out. Checkered flag will be there in just a moment, and there he comes, the checkered flag for number 86, Paul Hurry. From Ricky Sanford in second, then Mark Seabright, then Robert Ledwith. And Justin Shaw. Well, what a fast circuit this is. The soft guns getting well away from the rest of the pack. Good win there for Paul Hurry. Even the tail enders closely bunched together there and making the most of it. Race 11, at the bottom of the previous page, the right-hand sidecars. A win there for number 2, Paul Randall and Paul Baseby. In second place, number 191, Steve Heath and Steve Wright. In third place, number 77, Bill Beecham and Rick Colvin. And in fourth place, number 55, Jerry Adams and Adam Cowper-Smith. No other finishers. The winner's time, 1 minute 33.85. Race 11, by number only, 2, 191. 77 and 55. Winner's time 1 minute 33.85. Looking then for race number 13, and unfortunately an absentee in number 4, Trevor Banks. Nonetheless, some good talent in this race, and I'm sure we'll see just who's the master within a couple of minutes from now. Well, the passenger on number 25 isn't A another anymore, it's Jason Glennie. Jason Glennie. Passenger for number 25, Rob Wilson Jr. this afternoon. Will Jones, I think, is still out with a broken ankle, so we wish him a speedy recovery and like to see him back as soon as possible. 73, Julian Phipps goes in the lead from Mark Smith in second place, and then Luke Dodd. But just watch that man in third position. He's going to come through there. He's on his way through into second place now. Flat out he comes around that turn. Then it's number 98, Glenn Cunningham. Really cutting up through the field there. Neil pulling away from the pack. Glenn Cunningham. Not sure quite where that man is from. Bristol area, we believe. Bristol indeed, it says in the programme there. So he's had a long drive today. It's the yeah, all the way down from Bristol as he takes his fast lap flag. The reputation of this circuit spreading across the country. Last time here at the Scintillator 600, we even had a man down from Scotland. Mike McCluskey come all the way down from Scotland, so the reputation of this venue now going to the length and breadth of the country. That's a win for Glenn Cunningham from Bristol. Second place then going to number 12. Mark Smith. In 65, Luke Dodd, then Julian Phipps, the early leader. Then gunning for that checkered flag now is 24, Paul Stuybrits, followed by number 126. Mark Dodd. Top of the page was a fine win there for number 86, Paul Hurry. In second place, 04, Ricky Sanford. Third place, 167, Mark Seabright. Fourth place, number 39, Robert Ledwith. Fifth place, number 187, Justin Shaw. Sixth place, number 124, Steve North. Seventh place, 06, Steve Jeffrey. Eighth place, number 2, Adrian Harden. Ninth place, 69, Tim Maynard. And in 10th place, number 252, Robin Cook. No 11th finisher, the winner's time there, 1 minute 33.45. 133.45. Comparing that to Neville Tatum's 131.84. And Paul Hurry needs to up the gear, and I think just a little bit more to come on to terms with Kelvin Tatum. Well, looking on to race number 14, and 350cc solos it is. In the first leg, the two races were won by Keith Potts and Mark Seabright. Mark Seabright goes in race number 14. So he doesn't meet Keith Potts, so see if anybody can destroy the maximum point run of those two riders.
Let it do you, bub.
So, as race 14 comes to the line, and we're looking for Alan Dan, Neil Emmett, Nick White, John Murray, Jonathan Duke, Tim Maynard, David Mears, Gary Popham. Oh no, Gary Popham I think is a non-starter this afternoon. Michael Peters, Arthur Livings, Mark Seabright and Nicholas Irwin. That's the lineup for race 14. My money would be on Mark Seabright. Let's see if Jonathan Duke or Nick Irwin can do anything about it. 350cc's on the line. You can tell them by their blue number plates. They're blue number plates with the white numbers, and they are the 350cc machines, and they're on their way down the first straight. Throttle is wide open. Mark Seabright makes the start this time ahead of Jonathan Duke into that first turn, with Nick Irwin in hot pursuit in third place, and then David Mears coming through in fourth. 167, Mark Seabright. ABC to the limit with Jonathan Duke on the 350 Westlake in second place, then 332 Nick Irwin, and 139 David Mears, then the birthday boy Arthur Livings, and then Nick White. Turn and taking a very tight line round there. Mark Seabright leading from Jonathan Duke, from Nick Irwin, from David Mears, Arthur Livings and Nick White. Then John Murray and Alan Dan and Michael Peters. Getting out of that pit turn now with the checkered flag in his sights. The last lap flag in his sights. It's 167, Mark Seabright from Jonathan Duke, then Nick Irwin, and then David Mears, Arthur Livings and Nick White. Those positions remaining unchanged from the previous lap. Mark Seabright then to win first time out, adding another win in the second leg. Can he go into the final one for maximum points? Only one more leg to go. That's a win for Mark Seabright. Second there is Jonathan Duke, then Nick Irwin, David Mears, Arthur Livings and Nick White. And then 186, John Murray, and 20, Alan Dan. And then Michael Peters bringing up the rear. The official result now of race number 13. Race number 13 was a fine win there for number 98, Glenn Cunningham. In second place, number 12, Mark Smith. Third place, number 65, Luke Dodd. Fourth place, number 73, Julian Phipps. Fifth place, number 24, Paul Stuybrits. Sixth place, 126, Mark Dodd. Seventh place, number 119, Paul Fennings. No other finishers. The winner's time, 1 minute 35.24. From the top, 98, 12, 65, 73, 24, 126, 119. Winner's time, 1 minute 35.24. Off the line then, and down they come towards the first turn. A deleted field this time, but Keith Potts, winner first time out, and he's straight into the lead this time. Number 9, Mitch Godden, on the Godden in second place, and then Paul Stuybrits on a GM in third. Tim Mount behind. Catching up very fast, Paul Stuybrits. 175, Keith Potts then. Godden mounted, Mitchell Godden on the other Godden, so it's Godden's 1 and 2, then the GM, then the BSA, and then the Jap. Winding that motor up round that turn. Going a little bit on the wide side, but he's keeping within the flags. It's 175, Keith Potts, local lad from Canterbury, from number 9, Mitchell Godden, from Collier Street. And then for 24, Paul Stuybrits, and 17, Tim Mount. And number 33, Simon Irwin, bringing up the rear. Let Potts go as he comes around there and really screams his head off. Potts having a look out on the motor as he takes the last lap flag. Number 9, Mitch Godden, on the other Godden, still holding second. And look at this battle between the GM and the BSA, really hotting up at the back of the pack. And bringing up the rear is number 333, Simon Irwin. Well, a win there for 175, Keith Potts down at the motor. And then number 9, Mitch Godden finishing in second place. And Paul Stuybrits and Tim Mount crossing the line there very close together. And Simon Irwin on the J.A. Presswich Jap, completing race distance.
Right, result.
Race number 14, the official result there was a win for number 167, Mark Seabright. In second place was number 25, Jonathan Duke. Third place, number 332, Nick Irwin. Fourth place, number 139, David Mears. Fifth place, 71, Arthur Livings. Sixth place, number 96, Tim Maynard. Sorry, 96, not 69, 96 is Nick White. Seventh place was 186, John Murray. Eighth place, number 20, Alan Dan. And in ninth place, number 37, Michael Peters. There may be 371. Winner's time, 1 minute 39.27. From the top, 167, 25, 332, 139, 71, 96, 186.20 and 371. Winner's time 1 minute 39.27. Bell and Duncan Fish with Clive Holland. Away they go then off that start line. Bill Penfold really getting a much better start this time, but it's Rip Roarer Borer that goes up into the lead. Lenny Borer and Julian Wood leading the pack on that X-Up machine out of that first turn. Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw in a strong second place. Third first time out, so perhaps they're working their way up the field. Third, second and first in the last leg. But let's see how they do here. 129, Lenny Borer and Julian Wood. Julian Wood having a look over his shoulder to see just where Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw are, and Bill Penfold this time trying on a not much tighter inside line. Lenny Borer drifted a little bit wide but got the motor on and pulling away. Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw in very close attendance. They go into that mid-turn, closing the gap up much now. Lenny Borer and Julian Wood, winners here at the Scintillator 600, obviously intending to take home the Minnis Trophy as well. Lenny Borer and Julian Wood lead then from Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw, then Dominic Doyle and Peter Taylor, then Duncan Fish and Clive Holland. Only 4 remaining in this league. Best to hold that chair wheel down, and Nigel Shaw holding Bill Penfold's turn, and Bill Penfold's really coming hard up on the inside as they see that last lap flag. Those two outfits locked in battle. Bill Penfold really meaning business as he goes for that inside line again, and this time he's through. Bill Penfold is through. Lenny Borer looks like he's pulled out with problems. Problems there for Lenny Borer, not quite sure what's happened. It's all going again now though, but let's really let Bill Penfold get away. Bill Penfold then, flat out round that turn, looks over his shoulder to see where the opposition is, and that's the first win of the afternoon for Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw. Lenny Borer and Julian Wood take second. Dominic Doyle and Peter Taylor third. Very close behind them, Duncan Fish and Clive Holland. Well, the official result then of race 15, official result of race 15 at the foot of the other page. was a win for 175, Keith Potts. Second place, number 9, Mitchell Goddens. Third place, number 24, Paul Steinbritz. Fourth place, number 17, Tim Mount. Fifth place, number 333, Simon Irwin. No other finishes there. The winner's time, 1 minute 38.66. By number only, 175, 9, 24, 17 and 333. Winner's time, 1 minute 38.66. Left-hand side cars again, then coming to the line. This time it'll be race 17. 24, Tommy Penfold and Kev Bovis. 173, John Fish and Gary Moore. 808, Luke Patchell and Julian Brown in a previous winner, first time out. 68 then, Chris Berwick and Ken Jarvis. 251, John Arnott and Russell Steele. 151, Graham Hilton and Colin Goodwin. And 307, Barry Gear and Dave Hollands. That's it for race number 17. The line they go then. Another good start. Number 173, John Fish and Gary Moore on their way to the first turn. And a brilliant start and first straight there for that team. In second place at the moment, Luke Patchell and Julian Browning, but they did manage to win their first ride, and they did get past John Fish and Gary Moore to do it. So John Fish and Gary Moore obviously this time will do their utmost to stay in front. Gary Moore leading then, and Luke Patchell, Julian Browning really coming up fast behind them. And then it's Tommy Penfold and Kev Bovis in third. John Arnott and Russell Steele, then Chris Berwick and Ken Jarvis. Barry Gear and Dave Holland, Graham Hilton and Colin Goodwin. Right there on the inside line, John Fish and Gary Moore. Luke Patchell and Julian Browning trying all sorts of tactics to go by, but they haven't got through yet. It's John Fish and Gary Moore fighting their way out in front. Luke Patchell and Julian Browning this time coming very fast up behind them and right up on his back wheel, and lifted a little bit too wide. Couldn't quite do it. Back onto the side of the line now. He's going around the outside again. John Fish and Gary Moore holding a brilliant tight line there. Throwing dirt in the face of Luke Patchell and Julian Browning. Then Tommy Penfold and Kev Bovis waiting for those two to get too much locked into battle, and then they'll go past the two of them to take the win. On their last lap then, down this back straight, John Fish and Gary Moore seem to have slowed down, and Luke Patchell, Julian Browning took that inside line and went through there. Luke Patchell and Julian Browning now throwing mud in the face of John Fish and Gary Moore. Look at that number 24, Tommy Penfold going right round the outside. What's going to happen as they come up to the line? The win goes to 808, Luke Patchell and Julian Browning. Very tight there for second place between Tommy Penfold and Kev Bovis and John Fish, Gary Moore. We'll have to wait for the official verdict from our lap scorers. Page, win for number 2, Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw. In second place, number 129, Lenny Bora and Julian Wood. Third place, number 19, Dominic Doyle and Peter Taylor. Fourth place, number 174, Duncan Fish and Clive Holland. No other finishers. The winner's time there, 1 minute 51.25. From the top, 2, 129, 19 and 174. Winner's time, 1 minute 51.25. .250cc solos out on race 18, and we have numbers 26 Mark Giles, 115 Bernie Edwards. Oh, Bernie Edwards is a non-starter this afternoon if I remember correctly. 139 David Mears, 181 John Gibbons, 37 Michael Peters, 181 Bill Sims, 176 Adrian Phipps, 321 Graham Legg, 100 Nigel Field, 119 Gordon Fennings, 180 Richard Sims, and 724 Keith Strudwick. Off the line they go then, and it's very tight now as they come past the commentary box. Adrian Phipps just taking the advantage from Bill Sims and Richard Sims, and then Graham Legg. Michael Peters really went the field there, holding on to his advantage at the moment. That's it, number 176, Adrian Phipps. That's fighting in the lead from 180 Richard Sims. Bill Sims out with problems, and then Michael Peters, and then Graham Legg, and Gordon Fennings, John Gibbons, Nick Field, David Mears with problems there on the Honda. Adrian Phipps finally with a grip that he didn't know was there and didn't really want at that moment in time, but he's holding on to his lead from Richard Sims in second place, then Graham Legg, Michael Peters, Gordon Fennings, John Gibbons, and Nick Field. Adrian Phipps then full bore as he comes out of that turn. Opens the gear, takes the last lap flag from 180 Richard Sims, then 321 Graham Legg, 37 Michael Peters, 119 Gordon Fennings, 181 then John Gibbons, and 100 Nick Field. And David Mears going back to the pits with problems. Out of that turn he comes in, 1-7-6 is the winner, Adrian Phipps from 180. Richard Sims, 2-1 Graham Legg. A nice tight finish there. I'll leave that for Anne. She likes those sort of finishes. And then John Gibbons completing race distance, and Nick Field there bringing up the rear. Race 19 then coming to the line, number 5, Shaun Neal, 37 should be 36 I think, Roy Gom, 71 Arthur Livings, 111 Tim Taylor, 20 Alan Dan, 46 Colin Osborne, no number 75 Lee Street this afternoon, 300 though Terry Giles, he's in, 32 Terry Howe is a non-starter, additional runner here number 27 Martin Hollingsby with Neil Martin and Matthew Street thrown in as well. It's Arthur Livings, the birthday boy again, that goes into the lead with Matthew Street pushing hard then there on the outside. Matthew Street just taking the advantage out of that turn, and Arthur Livings settling then for second place. Matthew Street leads then, number 741. Arthur Livings, the birthday. Third place, number 300, Terry Giles. So Matthew Street, Arthur Livings, Terry Giles, Alan Dan, Martin Hollingsby and Tim Taylor, Colin Osborne and Roy Gom, with Neil Martin there bringing up the rear. Nice tight line from Matthew Street as he's really putting that bike through his paces this afternoon, with Terry Giles in second and then Arthur Livings in third, then Alan Dan, Martin Hollingsby, Colin Osborne. So Terry Giles got past Arthur Livings there and now chasing hard after Matthew Street. It's last lap flag going out this time. Matthew Street from Terry Giles and then Arthur Livings in third place. Terry Giles trying the outside line, cutting back for an inside line, coming up alongside, not quite making it, but really giving it the big and then that back straight as he comes up side by side as they go into that corner. Terry Giles on the inside, Matthew Street on the outside. Look at those boys, both going a little bit wide as they come round that turn. Terry Giles though gets the better of it, takes the checkered flag. Terry Giles wins, Matthew Street takes second, then Arthur Livings in third. A little way back then for Alan Dan in fourth place, then Martin Hollingsby, then Roy Gom, Colin Osborne, Tim Taylor and Shaun Neal, and number 77 Neil Martin bringing up the rear. Dodd, James Cawtheray, and an additional runner in this one is number 215, Steve Wilson. 215, Steve Wilson. Race 20 then on the line. Can Neville Tatum make it a double? Time will tell. Riders coming under starters' orders then. The tapes go and away they go. Flat out down that first straight. It's Neville Tatum that makes the best of the start. Neville Tatum followed by number 12 Mark Smith and 169 James Cawtheray, then 04 Ricky Sanford and 215 Steve Wilson. Ricky Sanford get in amongst them, past James Cawtheray and up in the third spot. 150 then, Neville Tatum. Looking every bit as untouchable in this second race as he was in his first. Neville Tatum then really leaping away from the rest of the field. Neville Tatum then leading from 04 Ricky Sanford in second. Then Mark Smith, James Cawtheray, Steve Wilson. And then 126, 212, 3362 and 16. And bringing up the Rio 116. Steve Higgins. 116 front, 69 on the side. That confused me. 150 then. Neville Tatum takes his last left flag from Ricky Sanford in second, and then Mark Smith in third and Steve Wilson in fourth. This is getting slightly dusty down on that bit, and where they're crossing the old circuit. Plenty of time for them, yeah. There goes the checkered flag, that's 150. Neville Tatum's second win of the afternoon, followed on by Ricky Sanford, and then Steve Wilson, and Mark Smith. And James Cawtheray. Mark Dodd, Keith Drury, Phil Buckley, Stuart Bicknell and Adrian Harden. The official result of race 19, is a win for number 300, Terry Giles, second place number 741, Matthew Street, third place number 71. Arthur Livings, fourth place, number 20, Alan Dan, fifth place, number 27. Martin Collingsby, the additional runner, sixth place, number 36. Roy Gold, seventh place, number 46, Colin Osborne, eighth place, 111, Tim Taylor, ninth place, number 5, Shaun Neal, 10th place, number 77, Neil Martin. No other finishers, the winner's time, 1 minute, 43.84 from... You've been buying your raffle tickets. There's two lovely ladies coming round with the raffle tickets, and I'm hoping that you're all buying them. Yeah, we don't need the other one. Raffle tickets then. Two lovely ladies coming round with those raffle tickets. Could be your lucky day. Could be your lucky day. Get your raffle tickets here. You can't win if you don't buy them. Get your raffle tickets here. Two lovely ladies coming around with the raffle tickets. Support the raffle this afternoon. Flat out off that start line they go then in this race 21. Kelvin Tatum again it is that leads. Jason Hilliard in hot pursuit in second place. And that Kelvin Tatum really is on the song this afternoon. He's obviously practicing for next week's Masters. Needed an outing on the grass just to familiarise himself. On grass and Seabright. Look at that man go. 52 then, Kelvin Tatum from Jason Hilliard, Rowen led with. Glenn Cunningham there in fourth place. He was a winner first time out. He goes up to third as Jason Hilliard breaks down. Around that turn, flat out 52. Kelvin Tatum leads from Robert Ledwith in second, then 98 Glenn Cunningham, and then 167 Mark Seabright. And Kevin Buck just inshore. David Homan, Dean Norton and Brian Woodcock side by side, and then Tim Mount on the jack. Kelvin Tatum come round there. He is sheer dynamite this afternoon. One wheel in the air, got those quick front forks on, and he is really, really flying. Robert Ledwith there in second place. Glenn Cunningham, first time out, third this time. But Kelvin Tatum has really taken it by storm. Really locked it up as he comes around that corner now. Foot up on the footrest. The checkered flags is for the second time this afternoon. Kelvin Tatum wins, Robert Ledwith in a strong second, then Glenn Cunningham in third, then Mark Seabright in fourth, then Kevin Buck and Justin Shaw, David Homan and Brian Woodcock, Dean Norton, Stars orders, pace going, they're off, and I'm right in first place. Trial tyres only. In a bid to save cutting up the circuit. And look at them come round that corner. It's only Paul Randall and Paul Baseby out in front again, with Dave Steer and Andy Orchard in second place, then Bill Beecham and Rick Colvin, then Mike Baxter and Steve Bassett. As they go up to third place, Rick Colvin with Bill Beecham. They are in fifth place, and the all-girl crew, Penny Hook and Jane McLaren, bringing up the rear. Number two then, Paul Randall and Paul Baseby holding on to that lead. They won at Tritton last week, and they're out winning here this afternoon, unbeaten so far in their 1993 campaign. Paul Randall and Paul Baseby leading up that back straight. Number two, Paul Randall and Paul Baseby from 17, Dave Steer and Andy Orchard, then Mick Baxter and Steve Bassett, Bill Beecham and Rick Colvin, Steve Heath and Steve Wright, then Penny Hook and Jane McLaren. Well, the checkered flag being made already for number two, Paul Randall and Paul Baseby, still unbeaten in their 1993 campaign. From Dave Steer and Andy Orchard, Mike Baxter and Steve Bassett, Bill Beecham and Rick Colvin, Steve Heath and Steve Wright, Penny Hook and Jane McLaren. Anybody wishing to join Grasser, Di or Pat will be pleased to sign you up. They are just up the hill from the PA van. Also Grasser diaries for sale, telling you what's on where, 50p each, covering every centre in the country for a mere 50p. That's the Grasser diaries on sale, just up the hill from the PA van. Don't forget, next Sunday we have two meetings to choose from. Next Sunday, the Leatherhead Club have their first offering for 1993 at Elwood in Surrey. Elwood in Surrey next Sunday afternoon. Or also on Sunday is the Jim McColl's meeting over. Finkley Manor, near Andover. That's the Jim Coles Classic for 1993. Well, very fast action here from Richard Jenner as he just gets pipped there by 24, Rob Wilson and Vince Jones. So it's Rob Wilson and Vince Jones that lead. Richard Jenner and Nick Walters holding on to second place. Then Colin Hutton and Tony Baseby. Richard Jenner has another go back at Rob Wilson. He goes steaming through on the inside on that top turn. Rob Wilson tucking back and cutting up the inside. Rob Wilson and Vince Jones from Richard Jenner and Nick Walters. Then number 3, Colin Hutton and Tony Baseby. Colin Hutton comes past Richard Jenner and Nick Walters. They just a little wide on that pit turn. Up at the top turn again they come then. This Stelling Minnis track in superb condition yet again. And the weather really fine here for the Maidstone Aces this afternoon. It's Rob Wilson and Vince Jones that lead then from Colin Hutton and Tony Baseby in second. Then 25, Rob Wilson Jr. Have a red flag up. And Nick Walters on the top turn. They're both up and okay, but the red flag is flying and the race is being stopped. Well, the marshals think it is anyway. So that will probably the result will stand at the end of 3 laps, but we'll wait to see what happens, and that would be the official reckoning. Richard Jenner and Nick Walters both up and okay up the top. And Tony Miles that go into the lead. They had a win first time out and they're having a win at the moment now, but chasing hard on their heels is number 55 Jerry Adams and Adam Cowper-Smith. Then Shaun Pittock and Ian Rowen, Kevin Simmons and Mark Langmaid. Flat out they come then, number 13, John Halsey and Tony Miles. From 55, Jerry Adams and Adam Cowper-Smith. Then boat to his... And then Kevin Simmons and Mark Langmaid. And Bob Heath, Barry Knight, Darren Bartholomew and Matthew Dix. Last lap flag already then. 4. John Halsey and Tony Miles. The positions remaining mostly unchanged throughout the field. Around that top turn they come, the checkered flag being made ready for them. It's going to be number 13, John Halsey and Tony Miles, their second win of the afternoon. From 55, Jerry Adams and Adam Cowper-Smith. Then 69, Shaun Pittock and Ian Rowen. 32, Kevin Simmons and Mark Langmaid. Number 8, Bob Heath and Barry Knight. And then Darren Bartholomew and Matthew Dix completing race distance.